everyone connected on Facebook, on Zoom. Oh, yeah. Everyone connected on YouTube. Good to have you on the show. Ma will have you show. Welcome to the show. Welcome everyone to the show. My name is Favor Sinano, Africa's premier cryptocurrency consultant. I'm super excited to be your host tonight on a nightly show, Crypto Millionaire series. Yesterday, I want to formally welcome everyone afresh to the show. Stella Barnabas, thanks for joining us. Abraham Daniel, thanks for joining us. Yewande Afinowi, Hilary Onyenkwere, good to have you on the show. Mawu Lee, good to have you on the show, and everyone connected on YouTube. Good to have you guys on the show. Okay, we continue from where we stopped yesterday. We have two sessions today. This one an 11 p.m. session, and so the both session will not be very long. So that we don't wear the body, okay? All right, so yesterday we were talking about a brief history of blockchain, or brief history of the Bitcoin blockchain, okay? We even showed us the white paper of that Satoshi Nakamoto brought out around the fall or around September 2008. And we went further to talk about, excuse me, I'm getting a bit tired here. Now, we went further to talk about the blockchain being a ledger, and the nodes are computers, if you remember, and some other, the Bitcoin protocol as the rule that govern the system. Why are we so passionate about talking about these things? Now, the better you understand blockchain, the better you understand the concept of Bitcoin, the thoughts of the creators. Why is it so important? Apart from just making money, why is it important that we get a grip of what blockchain is, particularly for us in this part of the diaspora, or this part of the world? Why is it important? It seems that we don't get everything right in this part of the world. That is what it seems. And that's a very bad thing. I mean, should I say bad thing? Rather unfortunate, but I want to believe for the first time we can get one thing right, one technology, budding technology right. It will no longer be just the way the internet came, and we cannot hear of any internet billionaire, legitimate internet billionaire from Africa. I mean, billionaire, astounding billionaire. I don't think we have, but we have a lot of scattered about Europe, America, and Asia, and other part of the world. Now, blockchain is still budding. We have use cases are still very minimal. So because this thing is going to cut across the borders of the world, then it behoves on us to educate ourselves and keep educating ourselves and keep applying the education, and also be empowering ourselves to be financially free, so that we will not be stooge. Nobody's going to give you money to start. When Yahoo started, he got heavy credit to start his business. Nobody in Africa is going to give you any. If you are planning that you want to go meet a bank, so you want to do a startup on blockchain, I will need 5 million naira. They'll ask you for the leg of your great grandfather. And that things you will not be able to provide. But what am I saying is, we are not in the part of the world that is so friendly, so to speak, in terms of assistance, in terms of assisting ideas. So the better you understand blockchain and how you can position yourself, and also see the chance for you to make money from this period while it's still budding, is very, very vital. And that's the reason we are on. It's not because there is nothing more than the fact that if peradventure you can cash a rema that I may not even know, and that rema, you will take it to somebody else and the fire will just keep burning until the whole of Africa is burning with this technology called blockchain. And that's why we are on. I can't tell you when we stop the Crypto Millionaire series. We'll just keep going until maybe the Holy Spirit shall stop, or something. We just believe God that this will become bedrock for transformation of many destinies and even the continent of Africa. Okay? So whatever you learn, don't just think this is just a money-making thing alone. We're talking about education, improve on it, study, learn about it, research about it, and apply it. Take the chance that we have right now. The major chance that we have right now is cryptocurrency or in the blockchain. There's going to be other things that will come up. But for them to come up, you need a lot of resources. Why the other part of the world will be receiving heavy credit to start to do startups? They're already having that already. People get big loans, big support from institutions to back up the project. They're already getting that. You and I may not be able to get that in this part of the world. So we take our chance in the crypto space and raise enough funds to put up your own startup that become, by the grace of God, $1 billion startups. Okay? Hopefully. Now, today we are looking at the limitations of Bitcoin. Like I said, it's not going to be a long meeting, but I hope that we grab something that we can use. Bitcoin has limitations. Don't think it doesn't have all the answers. So today we're going to be looking at the limitations of what? Of Bitcoin. Columbus, Dennis, good to have you on the show. Welcome to the show. We are looking at the limitations of what? Alabi Temi Tokbe, good to have you. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. I appreciate your time. Okay. I hope you learned something important today. Okay. And every other person on YouTube, I appreciate your time. Now, limitations of what? Bitcoin is what we are looking at today. Now, blockchain blocks. Now, I want to start like this. Blocks that make up the Bitcoin blockchain are limited to 1 megabyte in size. This limits the number of transactions that the Bitcoin blockchain can handle to 7 transactions per second. I know you may have not heard this before. Now, blocks that make up the Bitcoin blockchain are limited to 1 megabyte in size. This limits the number of transactions that the Bitcoin blockchain can handle to 7 transactions per second. New blocks and 7 transactions per second means 7 times 60 seconds. That's the number of transactions we get in a minute, which is like 42 transactions in a minute. New blocks occur on average about every 10 minutes. So we are looking at about 420 transactions in 10 minutes. So new blocks occur on average about every 10 minutes, but they aren't guaranteed. These limitations are hard coded into the Bitcoin protocol and help ensure that the network stays decentralized. That means if they allow bigger size, then there will be bigger transactions, and that may have effect on the decentralization protocol of Bitcoin. Now, and decentralization is key to Bitcoin's robustness. Larger blocks would impose hardships on the miners and might push out small operations. So that means the miners will be doing the work will be too cumbersome, then they will meet up the time, and some operations that are very important to be pushed away. And then before you know, smooth running of the protocol will be affected. Now, Bitcoin has built-in limitations that prevent it from handling the global volume of monetary transactions. You can watch this video again. These are very important information we are passing out. Either on Facebook, you can watch the video again, or on YouTube, my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Don't just go there so you can be getting content. Anytime we post content, you can get it. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. You get this information we are talking about here. Okay? Bitcoin has built-in limitations that prevent it from handling the global volume of monetary transactions. It is also being used to secure other types of data and systems. Okay, so apart from just the financial transactions that we use Bitcoin, how you call it, network for, it can be used to secure other types of data and systems. You know, I work in PACN, I work in a power station, not just in, where we produce electricity in the past. Now, we have what we call some high tension cables, some very special kind of cable that is used to move power from place to place. When GSM came, at some point, the GSM companies had to what? Lease the wire cables. The same cable that pass electricity has the potential of passing through some other data. I want to understand what this, I'm trying to make you understand it clear. The same cable that electricity passes through has the potential to allow something else to pass, even with the electricity. It can allow voice, the same electrical cable. You know, not just all the, but there's a specific type, part of the high tension wires that they were able to what? To run, they don't need to wire, because of the heavy network of PAC at that time, all over the cities, all over the country, at least every major area, PAC cable gets to. So they were able to use, I don't know, I can't remember which of the GSM companies, they were able to use PAC, NEPA connection that time to run their what? Data. Okay? So that's the same thing with Bitcoin. You remember I told you it's nodes. We talked about the computers are the nodes. Okay, the nodes are the miners, not you. You're not a miner. It is the nodes that are the miners. So these nodes are computers. Now, apart from the fact that they can do mining, at some point we know that mining, even right now, mining is not so profitable for Bitcoin. Now, the nodes are designed in such a way that it can also carry some other data, some other functions, so that some other things can be built on that, so that the ant miner doesn't look useless. Imagine when all the coin have been mined. What would happen to the ant miner? Would they throw them away? No. They can also carry some other functions. Just the way that NEPA cable, even though it carries current, can also carry what? Data. So you need to understand, you need to note that, okay? Okay, so let me move forward. Now, it's also, we're talking about Bitcoin network now. It is also being used to secure other types of data and systems. The demand to use the secure Bitcoin ledger is high, okay? This difficulty is referred to as Bitcoin bloat. And it has, bloat is spelled B-L-O-A-T. And it has slowed down the network and increased the cost of transactions. At this point, most blockchain, we are talking about the limitations of Bitcoin. Welcome to the show, Shay. Thanks for joining us. Now, we are talking about what? The limitations of Bitcoin, okay? Now, we said the Bitcoin has inbuilt limitations that prevent it from handling the global volume of monetary transactions. That means there's no way Bitcoin alone can handle the global volume of transactions that take place around the world because of the inbuilt limitations. It is also being used to secure other data, types of data and systems. The demand to use the secure Bitcoin ledger is high. This difficulty is referred to as Bitcoin bloat. And it has slowed down the network and increased the cost of transactions. Okay. Now, at this point, Bitcoin blockchain developers are only experimenting with with expanding the utility of the Bitcoin blockchain. You get it. Now, Bitcoin blockchain, the operators or the developers, they are experimenting, like I said earlier, to expand what they can use the Bitcoin blockchain for, apart from just mining. Okay? Apart from just mining, you can use the Bitcoin blockchain for other stuff, other kind of data, whatever related stuff. They are seeing recession. Okay? So utility will increase. It will not be so that they will not put the pressure, because the more mining becomes less profitable, then it simply means that the cost of doing transaction, day-to-day transaction, will increase. Because those miners, like I told you, miners are not human beings, they are machines, and people own the machines, and people power the machines. When you do a transaction, I showed you guys that star when transaction takes place, all those transactions that takes place. Okay? Now, those transactions are powered by human beings. They bought the machine themselves, they are powering it. So when you transfer coin for your wallet to somebody's wallet, it is going through from computer to computer, from nodes to nodes. Just like your Facebook. Now we are doing live on Facebook and on Zoom or Facebook. Facebook have what they call data center. They continue to build data center. So those nodes are like data centers. They're actually data centers. Okay? Now, if the Bitcoin mining becomes so unprofitable, then and you don't find other utility for those nodes that will make people pay them to use their network, then the whole pressure will come on transactions. And that simply means that transaction costs will go up, then it become burdensome to use the Bitcoin. You don't want to use the method where it's more expensive to use Bitcoin online than to use your ATM card. You get it? So that's why they are researching on making sure that the Bitcoin blockchain has other form of utility. I hope I make my point clear. Now, most are not at the point where they need to scale up their prototypes and concepts so that the Bitcoin blockchain can handle their requests. Other new blockchain technologies have also helped bring down the pressure on Bitcoin and giving developers cheaper options to secure data. Okay? So those are the limitations currently on the Bitcoin network. Okay? I will just take this one before we begin to wrap up, because it's not a long show. Okay? But take your time to go back to videos of yesterday and today on YouTube or my Facebook, and make sure you subscribe on the channel, youtube.com/FavorsNano. It's right there. Make sure you subscribe if you are not subscribed to my channel, so you can get alerts when I upload files on YouTube. Okay? Now, as the world turns, the drama of Bitcoin. Now, there's a drama around Bitcoin. I will just talk about it in a moment. There is significant conflict around the core development of Bitcoin, dubbed the Bitcoin Civil War. Bitcoin what? Civil War, or the block size limit debate. The general conflict is between keeping Bitcoin core as it is and enlarging the functionality of the software. This conflict appears simple, but the repercussions are enormous. Bitcoin's permanent nature and the billions of dollars worth of assets that Bitcoin software secures mean that every code change is rigorously reviewed and debated. That's correct, because so many billions of dollars are being invested into the network of Bitcoin. So if you change a code and it has the effect of drastically affecting people's billions of investment. Am I making sense? Okay. Now, so definitely it has to be debated. Beyond the internal conflict, Bitcoin is also under intense scrutiny from the outside. The decentralized nature of Bitcoin that may displace central authorities made it a target for regulators. Bitcoin is also favored by people who want to purchase illicit items anonymously or move money from a controlled economy to a non-controlled economy, bypassing governmental controls. So these are the drama around Bitcoin. Okay. Now, all these factors have given Bitcoin a bad rap and drawn the judgment of society. Entrepreneurs that wanted to capitalize on the technology of Bitcoin rebranded it. The change in terminology was used to differentiate the software structure of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Software that used the structure of cryptocurrencies began being called blockchain. So that's why they pull out the idea. It was actually Bitcoin. What we call blockchain was just Bitcoin protocol. So in order to make it have a nicer name, they pull it out and just call it what? Blockchain. If not, actually that's the whole idea. The idea is just the name is Bitcoin, but they pull that technology out so that they can use it for something else and give it a new name. The shift to de-emphasize the controversial tokens and highlight the structure of the cryptocurrency changed both government and commercial views of Bitcoin from fear to excitement. You see, just that shift from being Bitcoin, anonymous, illicit, drugs, and from controlled economy to non-controlled economy, that singular small shift allowed people, you see, that's what people will be thinking. That has allowed government to look at it better, okay? And that's where we are so excited with our Platinum Coin project. Now, Platinum Coin knows that those are limitations that Bitcoin currently have, and there is no way perception is stronger than reality. Now, so if somebody perceives Bitcoin as something criminal, something untidy, now definitely it takes you a lot of preaching to want to tidy the untidiness of an untidy idea in somebody's untidy mind. Don't mind the tediousness of the tidiness.
That's so painful.
Yeah, so just clear up the whole wahala from now. Platinum Coiner says there's no need for that wahala. Let's now work out a way so that we can help. So people, when people come on board, they don't need to be anonymous. They can do a KYC, become part of a system that we know everybody, both the creators and everybody who are part of it. I mean, that is very, very robust. Those who don't want to be part of the system can do trading. They just take advantage of it on the trading platform. But every one of us who are mining, we know who are in the system, and that's part of what Platinum says. Instead of fighting the regulatory system, let's partner with them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's work hand in glove with the regulators to see, okay, that's the only way we can bring people from the outside into the ecosystem of cryptocurrency. Okay? So if you are here, there are two basic ways of getting started in cryptocurrency, two basic ways. One is that you buy the coin from somebody who have it, or I don't think you can lease it. If you want to lease it, I don't know. But buy it or borrow it. Borrow, I don't think so. You can be gifted. So if somebody gifts you, say, okay, give you a gift. That can happen. Now, the second way is to what? Mine. Mining is a way to digitally print new non-existing units of the cryptocurrency. Okay? So Bitcoin mining is increasingly very expensive, and it becomes very affordable to do Platinum Coin mining. Platinum Coin mining is convenient, is easy, not just easy, but it's the latest technology. Imagine being able to mine Platinum cryptocurrency with your social media in due course. I mean, that would be just nice. Imagine mining with a technology like WhatsApp. Platincoin has a technology like WhatsApp called ELVN 11. You can download it on the website platincoin.com, or you can go to you can download it on elvn.com, or you can go to Play Store and download it. So right now, Platincoin is on World Coin Index. Woo! Platincoin is World Coin Index is bigger than coin market cap. It's an index that's where all the major coins are listed. World Coin Index. I mean, all these things just started happening almost all at once. Let me share my screen a moment and show you guys. So from there, you can see, now we can see all the volume being traded. In short, since Platincoin came into Bitforest, the volume just somersaulted. You know, it didn't somersault, it somerstand. The volume just somerstanded. It's anything like that. Okay? So, I mean, it's just, even though I'm a little bit tired, but I'm super excited that Platincoin is listed now on what? World Coin Index. Now you can go to World Coin Index and click on PLC. It's no longer one idea somewhere, Platincoin PLC. And you see that's Platincoin there. So if you are still doing sume about this cryptocurrency, I feel sorry for your children. You know, I feel very sorry for them, sincerely, because when their classmates be asking them, your father, does he have Platincoin? You'll be saying, shut up. You'll be talking like if you have sense, or else you know you don't have sense. So your child will come and ask you in the class, Daddy, do you have Platincoin? And I say, what? Shut up there. Shut up. Platincoin. You don't want to be the one telling your child, shut up. You say, oh, yes, I have investment for you. In the next 2-3 years, you are really a multi-millionaire. So really, Daddy, you see, he will go to class. He'll also be intimidated by other classmates. Many times we blame our father. Say, when Obasanjo was hustling, where were you? You say, yeah, Obasanjo was your classmate call. Where were you? Now you are doing the same thing right now. Platincoin is there now. You miss Bitcoin. You did it. Now Platincoin has come. You are already missing it. Now let's look at it. You know, on Bitcoin market, on World Coin Index, it shows you all the exchange that the coin is listed. So Platincoin is currently traded. Remember, coin market cap is not traded. It's just the same thing with Coin LIB and coin market cap. So it will show you all the exchange that Platincoin is being traded, where you can really exchange it for dollar or for Ethereum or for Bitcoin. Okay. Now Bitforest is there, S-Rate is there, YoBit is there, then Top BTC. So Platincoin is being traded on 4 exchanges: 1, 2, 3, 4. I think Platincoin deserves an accolade. Accolade. Pastor John, don't you think Platincoin deserve an accolade?
I'm clapping, yo. I'm clapping.
You may not understand what is going on. Platincoin.
You have gone so wide.
Oh, Ambassador is even there.
Thank you so much.
Now, Platincoin deserve some accolade. A coin, it's just progressing properly, not nonsense progression. Now, take a look at what is going on here, guys. Yesterday's volume was $1 million plus. Today's volume again, $1 million traded in Platincoin. Do you know $1 million? That is the turnover now. Maybe you don't know. This money is almost 400 million. $1.1 million. 400 million. This is just the genesis. So look at what happened. Only on Bitforest alone, on Platincoin against Ethereum, $390,000 have been traded in the last 24 hours. On the dollar side, 177. Wow. So on Bitforest first, more than $500,000, $500,000 have been traded. This is not the genesis. It's not exposed to. They give it 2 months. So the real investors, the real people who stakers, they are coming. So guys,
this is within 1 year. Within 1 year.
1 year. What is 1 year? Is that 1 year or between March? So we can very well say between 2 days or 3 days ago.
Pastor John is yet to come to terms what is happening here, sir. You know,
I'm telling you.
We
got to know about this until last year now.
No, when they went to the market, they were trading between $10,000 to $12,000, 24 hours. That's everybody you can still remember vividly.
Yes, of course. He's still there. Can look at it on Yobit. As in.
Now from 20,000, it moved to averagely. You remember just a week ago? Was it even up to a week now? We discussed the minimum trading Platicon was doing on Yobit, $40,000.
Yes.
There was about 3 days ago. We did something.
Yes, now. Was like 3 or 4 days ago.
So,
and we're happy.
We were jumping. You remember we were celebrating that minimum $40,000. Now, this exponential jump, it can only be supernatural. But this time around, it's so real. You know what it means if you have the business? Maybe because we are not personalizing this thing. Imagine this: you are the owner of Platicon. That it moves from $100,000 to 1.1 million in 3 days of bringing the business to the limelight of another platform. Just that alone. So
super huge. This is massive. We should make noise. Make noise everywhere.
Too massive.
Our Platicon that will feel like joke is now being traded.
Yes, so.
Let me tell you guys, if you don't know, watch it. By December, the minimum value of this coin is $50.
Yes,
I believe you.
See,
I agree.
I'm telling you.
I agree.
Now, when somebody asked me yesterday, I think it's honorable, that okay, now that the coin is approaching €10 per coin in the back office, what will happen in the market? I say, understand something. These things, they are synchronized. They're not seeing the movement. They do that movement of volume of is based on the volume that is taking place.
Yep.
Now they are synchronized. Before you will see that thing hit that 11, that €10, this market would have jumped. Not just the market. The fact that now nothing has happened now. They have not even released any of their content. They only go to the market. This is even an old promise. They promised for us to go to the market. This is an old promise. They are not going to release a new thing. What are the new things? The MasterCard coming public. ELVN crypto side public.
Synchronized with the wallet.
The wallet. Now, Exchange 2.0 coming out. Those 3 things, by the time they will release them after one or the other, it will come as news into this platform. All these platforms carry it as news. Because if they don't get to this platform before they do that, the news will just be known by us. And the world will not take it. It will affect trading. No, in stock market, for those who understand stock market and forex market, when good news happen about the company, people rush to buy the stock.
Good news comes.
Yes.
So if you're not on a proper platform where people can see you first and before your good news come out, your good news will be traded by Ikpodo women. That's all. So if you
it will go white.
It won't go white, that's the point. But now they are now visible. They are getting visible now. So when they now say, oh, we have now issued a debit card where you can load your coin into. Now the news will come to all these platforms. It will be part of the news they will share to the stakeholders. And that will now say, oh, everybody was buying so that before everybody tried to take a position. Now we move the profile up. Oh, now Platicon has now crypto messenger is now fully functional. You cannot transfer coin. That news will come again. Back up. Then do you know why Platinum needs to? And so this is just one day trading for one coin. One. Binance also. Binance do $3 billion a day in turnover. Binance. Platinum says we want to have our own exchanger that we make Binance look like Lenin. So
incredible.
In the next 1 year, that exchanger can be doing billions of dollars in. So when that news also come, that's another thing entirely. So that's what we'll be thinking. Hey, a company that will go run a project that will be making them have a turnover of billions in a day, because it's a big market that is being utilized by very few people right now. People are excited in getting to the exchange. They're not even thinking about why not become an exchange. So our coin is saying we want to be an exchange. We have the resources. So guys, we are on top of a huge deal.
It's a big news, sincerely.
Omogo's business.
It's a big news. Because, I remember when we had a hotel meeting, GRA.
Yes.
Platinum was doing a turnover of €5 million every month.
Okay.
Now you can imagine the same company in a matter of 2 months is now doing a turnover of $1 million every day.
Hey.
So by calculation, that is a minimum of $30 to $35 million every month. The jump is crazy. It's crazy. And by the time we get to Malacca,
hallelujah. So guys, this is so huge, and we should not take it lightly. This is massive. So I'm so happy that we didn't miss it. How do you, for those of us who are not part, who have not started, what you need to do is to sign up. Sign up, become a minter. You can choose any of the packages. Let me share the screen in a moment. You can decide any of the package that you're interested to get started with. There are 7 packages: Platinum Minter, Premium Minter, Pro Minter, Plus Minter, Medium Minter, Basic Minter, Starter Minter. Bigger the better, because the time is coming, you won't have a chance to buy this thing any longer. So this is the best time you can decide to buy it. Whoever invited you to watch this, to come to the store, tell them, give me your code, I want to get started, and plug in ASAP. If you have any question on what we have discussed so far, why don't you ask? Just go ahead and ask, because we have wrapped up for the hour. We'll see you on that show by 11 o'clock. It's a 30-minute show, so make sure you're part of it. Okay.
Sorry, sir, you still made the mistake of 11 a.m. What is happening?
Yes. I mean, it's a copy and paste. So I didn't look at it.
It shows someone is not doing a good job right there. I'm supposed to have a PA right there. What is happening to PA? He's not checking the script.
Well, she informed me earlier. Don't blame her at all. She's super. She's very super.
Everything rises and falls on leadership. So if you are taking the responsibility, let me
don't blame her at all. I'm to be blamed totally. Yes, Daniel.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Evening.
Yeah, I thanks a lot for all this information and knowledge you are sharing with us. God bless you, sir.
But I cannot see your teeth, your face. Yeah. Go ahead.
No light here. No light here.
Okay, there's light. Yeah, I want to know if the FPSC now should the current price now is €5. If it gets to €10 or more, will that change the price of the packages?
No, the price of the package will remain the same. But anybody that is buying package at that time, they will only get half of the minted coins.
What is available?
Or like you were already part of it.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay.
Now let me share my screen to explain that to you.
Okay.
Now, you see, medium minter, for example, gets 3.7 coin in a month.
Okay.
By the time the price gets to 10 euro, anybody who decides to buy at that time, instead of getting 3.7, you will get half.
Oh,
you'll get
okay.
1.35.
Okay, 1.35 bed.
Okay, 1. How many 5 now? Oh, well, divide by 2, that's all.
All right, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But you that already bought it before you go into 10, you will still keep getting your complete 3.7 for the next 3 years.
Okay, thank you very much.
So, but the price will not change.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, somebody still raised their hand. Who is asking? Let me check. Okay. Somebody's asking what normally make coin to crash. Many things. It's like what normally make human being to fail. Many things. A coin can crash by conscious plan of the creators. By the time they get to the exchange, we just want to sell off their coin and disappear. So as soon as they get to the exchange, before you start to sell your coin, they are finished selling their own. They will not motivate you to go and buy. Now, other reasons too is when the coin does not have any singular value or just purely demand and supply. You understand? So there are many reasons that coin will crash, just like stocks in the market. If there's no demand, then the price will crash. Simple and services. It's demand and supply. Okay. Let me see my YouTube people, whether they have some of the questions. Welcome, Naftali. Thanks for joining us. Okay. More question. I can see Eddie. Eddie, thanks for joining us. What happened? Chidebere, what happened? No light in China. Are you done in Nigeria?
There is light. I just feel like turning it off.
Oh, I was not suspecting you now.
There's light. I just feel like turning it off.
Okay. Mr. Eddie, good to have you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Though I cannot see your face, but I only saw your nose just now, but the nose disappeared again. That's no problem.
Get free.
Oh, I can see your teeth now. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I'm dropping the show again by 11 p.m. You can join me. It's going to be talking about other cryptocurrency and the way you can move your business with Ingos and move forward. It's an awesome meeting. So join us just for the 5 minutes. I'll show you some step-by-step things you need to do to move your business forward. Right. Thank you so much for being part of the show. I always appreciate your time. All right. Tomorrow we are still having the show. It's still 9 p.m. Tonight we have 11 p.m. You can join us if you can. Do have a blessed night. Bye-bye for now.